And I rise briefly to speak in support of this Motor Vehicles Disability Parking Permit Scheme Amendment Bill. It is rare in this place, of course, that we get to debate and pass legislation that reminds us of the positive impact we can have here in the Parliament. While much of the legislation we debate is often complex and tangible and benefits that are more difficult to see, this bill is an example of the direct positive impact Parliament can have. This bill addresses some key concerns and will improve the disability parking permit scheme operating here in our state of South Australia. Importantly, it will mean that the eligibility criteria for a permit will be prescribed by regulations, allowing for a broader availability of the scheme. For example, it could mean people with neurological conditions are able to access a permit where they currently may find it difficult to do so. Some of the conversations between my office and the department have indicated the government plans to undergo a thorough consultation on the regulations and is working to a realistic but appropriately urgent timeline. I'm very glad to hear this from the government. It's been an incredibly important thing to have to ensure that this consultation is done correctly, because as we have seen time and time again, the best way to develop legislation that will help people living with a disability is by including them in every step of that development, indeed the process of co-design. Autonomy and self-determination are key to the empowerment and support of people with a disability, and I hope that this consultation process will give an opportunity for experts and people with lived experience to shape the regulations. The bill also updates the terms that are outdated and inserts more inclusive and modern terminology. That brings our legislation into line with community standards. Furthermore, the bill removes the requirement that a person with a permanent or temporary impairment demonstrate their use of public transport potential in impact by this impairment. So that is also a welcome change, and I urge the government to ensure that this does not lead to a lack of urgency in ensuring better public transport options here in our state. They should be fully accessible to all South Australians. Mr. President, this bill is a huge step in the right direction, and we must all be aware that this isn't the end of our work to support this community and all in our community. With that, I commend the bill.
To get an adjournment.